Hey there, today I will explore a relatively new feature that is called Enhanced Conversions for Leads. I'm super excited, so let's dive into implementation. Not all conversions are made directly online. In some cases, people might go to your webpage, submit a lead form, and then later go to the actual store and buy a product or get the service delivered, and it's called offline conversion. An example could be purchasing a car or getting some beauty services. And you might know already the tracking method with the help of Google Click ID, and recently Google introduced a new feature that is called Enhanced Conversions for Leads. And I don't say that the method with Click ID is not valid anymore, no, it's just a second way of tracking offline conversions. And I think it's pretty cool because you don't have to modify your lead form or CRM system to receive bad Google Click ID. Which means you can set up everything on your own without asking your developer for help, and it's nice. How does it work technically? A user clicks your ad, goes to your webpage, and submits a lead form. This is exactly where magic happens. We are sending user data to the ads account. Later this user goes to your store and buys a product or service. But how can system know that this is exactly this user? Because we have to upload the user data to the ads account, and then the user data is matched and the conversion can be recorded. So this is a technical overview. In order to implement this, we would need your web page with a lead form. We would also need the tag manager, and please make sure that the tag manager is implemented on your web page as well as Google Ads account. And first step is to set up a conversion in the Ads account. Let's go and click Tools and Settings, Measurement, Conversions, and we have to create a new conversion action. And let's click Import here, and we want to track conversion from clicks. And we will skip the data source, then let's click continue, and here we should select the goal category. For this section we have qualified lead and converted lead. So what's the difference? Qualified leads are so-called interested leads, and they help track Google generated leads that have also been further qualified offline in your CRM, whereas converted leads are leads that have completed a chosen step in the lead conversion process, so this could be a closed deal or a sale. Let's choose converted lead and let's provide the conversion name. And you should provide all the settings here and click create and continue. Well done, we have configured the conversion in the ads account, and the second step is to set up a tag in Google Tag Manager. But before doing this, let's go to our web page and let's have a look at the form that we want to drag. So for enhanced conversion we should grab user data and specifically email or phone. Also you can grab both, but in this example I would grab only email. There are multiple ways to do that, so you can go with CSS selectors or with a data layer variable, or with a custom JavaScript variable. In my case I will go with CSS selector. Let's fill in this form, and our task is to capture this user data. How can we do this? Let's click here, right click, and then inspect, and you can see the highlighted area. Let's right click one more time, copy selector, and in this way we can capture this value, and we have to go to the tag manager and create a variable that would store this value. Let's click variables, and here user defined variables, new variable configuration, and what kind of variable should we choose here? What do you think? Yeah, it should be a DOM element, because we are working with a CSS selector. And you should also select CSS selector here, and let's paste our selector. And you can see that this is a form, and this is the input of the form. But we want to grab the value, this is why we should also specify an attribute name here. And let's provide a proper name. And let's save our variable. Now we can set up our tag. Let's go to tags and click new. Then tag configuration, and I know it might be really tempting to select Google Ads conversion tracking, but for this conversion we must scroll down and find something else. It's called Google Ads user provided data event. And so that this one here, we should provide the conversion ID, but where we can find it? Let's go back to the ads account, and here click tools and settings, set up Google tag, click installation, instructions and install manually. And this is exactly our Google tag, and we should look for this number here, and let's copy it without AW hyphen, just the number, and let's go back to the Google Tag Manager and paste it here. And we should provide our user data, so let's click here, new variable, and here is our email we already created. And the same with the phone if you have one. And let's provide the name here as well. And let's save it, and we should also set up a trigger. Let's have a look at our form one more time. This is a form submitted, it's located on the page with the contact us. So let's copy this part of the URL. And let's go to the triggering, and this is a form submission, and this is why I will choose the trigger type form submission. Let's save it. And okay, this is my tag. Let's provide the name for the tag, and let's save it. And we are almost there, but we forgot to set up one super important thing, and it's called conversion linker. And it's fundamental to have this one, because this is exactly the way the Google Ads click can be identified. Let's click new tag configuration. Here we have conversion linker, and it should be fired exactly on all pages. Let's save this one. Great, so now we are ready to test our implementation. Let's click preview. And what do we have to do? Yeah, we have to fill in our form. So let's provide data, let's submit, and let's go to the tech assistant and let's see what happens here. So this was exactly my event form submit. And you can see text fired, so this is a good sign, so it means it's working. And let's click variables. And here we go, this is my email, everything is correct, and you can also see the user provided data. It's an object and it contains email. If you see that, well done, you managed to configure everything correctly. So let's go back to the Google Tag Manager and we can publish our container. Let's click submit, publish. Awesome, so now we are sending user data to Google Ads, and let's say this user goes to your store and make a conversion. What do you have to do? And this is exactly the last step of the whole setup. Yeah, we have to notify Google about it, so let's go to the Google Ads account, tools and settings, measurement, conversions, and on the left side we have uploads. And here you should go to schedules, and we will schedule our new upload, and we are going to use a Google template, and this is a Google Sheet, so you can make copy of it. I will share the link with you in the video description. Let's make a copy of this document, and this is exactly where you will provide your conversion data. So let's say my user converted, and now I can provide this data here. Once you provide your data, it's extremely important to hash it. You remember that you have to send hash data, and you should use the SHA-256 encryption method. And this is a cool thing about this template, because Google can actually do it for you. You can click extensions, app, and you should go to the left side, and here you can configure a trigger. Let's add a new trigger and select event type. We should choose on change, and let's click save. You will have to give some permissions here and click allow. Once your data is hashed, you can upload it to Google Ads, so you can go to Google Ads and here click plus, select source, in our case it's Google Sheet, and we have to link an existing Google Sheet, so we would have to copy this account here and share the access by clicking share. Let's paste it here and click send. And in Google Ads you should also select the frequency, and it's recommended to have every 24 hours. Let's select the time, and I forgot to link it here, and now you can save it.